Hi Sagittarius, welcome to Higher Source Tarot. This is your Is It in the Cards Love Tarot check for May 2020. I want to start off by thanking all of you who've been watching my readings and subscribed, liked, commented, and shared my videos. I really appreciate you, and I'm having fun doing these readings for you, and I love it when I get comments that resonate. Somebody resonated with the reading. That's fun because the readings aren't always for everybody, so always check your sun, moon, rising, and Venus to see if that might resonate better for you at that particular time. If you're new here, I'd love to have you as a subscriber, and if you hit the bell, you'll be notified when new videos are posted, which is about once a week. I did do a seasonal tarot check last week for the months of May, June, July, and August. So if you're wondering what the summer may hold, those would be good readings to go check out. So let's see here. Is it in the cards for Sagittarius? Is it in the cards? May 2020, Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. So we'll start off and I'll give you 3 cards for you. You start off here with the Death card, the 7 of Swords, and the 7 of Pentacles. They're represented here by the Knight of Pentacles, the 2 of Swords, and the Knight of Cups. The guidance here is the 9 of Swords, the Lovers, and the 2 of Pentacles. The bottom of the deck, you have the Moon card here. So we're going to start this reading just to set the table here with the Whispers of Love Oracle. These are oracle cards for attracting more love into your life, okay? So the heart of the matter, there's more going on than meets the eye. And like attracts like. If you long for more love, be more loving. So let's talk about these for a minute. I definitely think the heart of the matter, there's more going on here than meets the eye. It makes a lot of sense with the clarifier of the moon. I definitely think there's some things that have been going on with both of you personally that have caused some distance. There's been a delay here. And then as far as like attracts like, you get what you think about. It's a universal law. It is law. You will get a match to your vibrational frequency. You must. So you have to, if you want more love in your life, you definitely have to be more loving, because longing for love only attracts the opposite. It attracts the deficiency of love. I'm longing for love. Oh, okay, well then you want more of that. So the universe is very impersonal that way. It just matches your vibration. It doesn't play favorites and decide, well, this person should get more because they have prettier eyes or they've done more service activities. You can do service all you want, but if you don't like what you're doing, you're going to get more things that you don't like. Again, the universe is very, very impersonal. It does not keep score in that way. So you've definitely been put through the ringer. I think what you had here, Sagittarius, you definitely were dealing with somebody who was dishonest, who talked about you, who slandered you. I definitely feel like there was a breakup here. You go through, so you have Scorpio energy here. You go through a breakup with this person and they turn around and are calling you out your name. They're just destroying your reputation here. This person was definitely out to... And they knew what they were saying was not true, by the way. They absolutely knew it. They deliberately said things about you that they knew was not true and would have consequences for you. They knew it. So this person, you had to be done with them in every way, shape, and form. There was no way that you could even maintain any kind of a cordial friendship. They were not trustworthy. But through that, with this Death card, this also represents transformation. This is all about a rebirth. This is about a spiritual rebirth. So if this person stole from you in some way, even if it was not on a more spiritual level where it felt like they stole from you spiritually, you had to go through that in order to ascend. It was an experience that really was about letting go of the old so that you could make way for the new. This is definitely about a new beginning. And coming into a rebirth of character here, because I think sometimes when you can be influenced by somebody like that, it can really change some of what you're willing to do in your life. You can start to do things that you didn't realize you'd be capable of doing, and I mean that in not a good way. So you worked on yourself with this Eight of Pentacles. I think you got much more serious, Sagittarius, about money and about where is my life going. Why did you give me this life? Why am I here? And really starting to ask some more mature questions about the trajectory of your entire life here. And you've been putting in work on yourself. There's no doubt about that. And just kind of, I think overall with this Eight of Pentacles, really kind of lining things up. I think too, you had to get to a place of surrender, surrender to win, and then acceptance. And just kind of putting your head down, working hard, and knowing that that work will be rewarded. It's kind of like putting all the elements together and working on yourself. So this other person, interestingly enough, they've got the Knight of Pentacles and the Knight of Cups here. So they're definitely somebody who, they are coming towards you. And I'm glad to not see like the Knight of Swords or something with this. They're coming towards you in a much more deliberate, cautious way. They are aware that you've been hurt. This may be somebody that you already know, that they're aware of this. It may even be somebody who was in your friend circle witnessing it and knew you were worth so much more than you were being given. This is both earth and water energy here. You certainly could be dealing with a Pisces in this. I'm getting for some of you. But this Knight of Cups wants a long-term commitment. This Knight of Cups comes in and wants to offer you a big cup of love. Whereas the Knight of Pentacles is definitely, again, this is definitely somebody who's financially sound. They're certainly not going to be looking at you as a meal ticket or, needing to even really pay for anything, quite frankly. But they're cautious. They are in this for the long term, and that's part of why they're taking so long. They like to take things slow and make them last. They are not here to, come rushing in, get lots of attention, and then disappear. They're going to take their time on this, but they're coming. They're definitely coming. Now, with this Two of Swords, part of it is they're thinking about you. They're thinking about you. They're wanting to connect with you. They are, in a place where they're just kind of taking, I think, inventory and thinking about what the next steps are to do. But I definitely feel like it's a very slow-moving energy for sure. But there's definitely love here. There's a strong interest here. And then you have, in with this Nine of Swords, I definitely feel like they're a little bit restless. Like, this is the Nightmare card. I think for you, you may be coming out of this more where this tumultuous ending to this relationship had you losing sleep. And I'm even getting for some of you, like you had to start taking sleeping pills, maybe just over the counter, but it was bad enough. The trauma and the pain of it was bad enough. And again, I don't think this was like last month. I think this is more in the distant past, last year or two even. It had you. It really did. It had you. And there was definitely a big recovery period from that. And now, like I said, for them, I think they've just got a little bit of restlessness going on where they, it's kind of like too with this, pandemic, when are some of these restrictions going to be lifted so we can figure out what our next steps are in general. But your match, you are for sure a match. So the answer to, is it in the cards? Yes, in general, but I'm going to say no for May. The energy is moving a little too slow, but that's okay too, because some of you may be saying, well, I haven't been to a hair salon in about 8 weeks. I really don't want somebody approaching me right now. So are you a match? Yes, you are. But I do think it's going to take a little bit because you've still got these hanging out there. I think that with this Two of Pentacles, that's analysis paralysis, and that goes along pretty well with the Two of Swords here too. where they're just doing a bit of thinking and, you know, trying to figure out what to do next, and just kind of like, also I think they, like I said, they know you've been wounded and they're trying to figure out the best way to approach you without, you know, without coming across in the wrong way, like, you know, that they've just been laying in wait or something. But they've got it for you. They do. There's an emotional roller coaster with this because they're very smitten with you. They've got kind of this crush going on here. And they'd like to act on it, but they're just, again, like I said, they're going to take their time with this. Now, with the Moon card here, again, I mentioned, I think there's definitely some hidden feelings here, you know, where they definitely have feelings for you, but have been keeping them hidden a little bit. And just like I said, waiting and waiting for certain cycles to close out. And the moon is about closing out a cycle, okay? So it's an emotional energy, but I think you're going to find out it's coming from somewhere that you may not expect, this interest, but they're very attractive and they're very stable. So I love this for you. I think it's really a good reading. Even though it may not necessarily happen in May, it's definitely coming forward towards you. And I love you so much, Sagittarius, and I'll be back in about a week.